My stepdad opened his Christmas gift and said, "Guess charity cases can afford fancy things now." 3 hours later, county inspectors were red tagging his entire house. I'm an electrician, been one for 8 years. My stepdad Roger never respected it. He's a financial advisor who thinks anyone without a degree is basically a janitor. Every family dinner, when are you gonna get serious about life? Roger's house is old, 70s build. The wiring was a legitimate fire hazard, outlet sparking, breaker tripping constantly. His home theater kept frying. He called me one Saturday. "Could you take a look? Power keeps cutting out." I came over, opened the wall, cloth wrapped copper, no grounding, connections held with electrical tape. "This entire house needs rewiring. It's dangerous." He waved me off. "Can't you just patch it?" "Not safely." "What's it gonna cost?" My mom had been asking me to help him. "I'll do it for free. Materials only. Early Christmas gift." For 6 months, I spent every weekend there. Ripped out old wire, new breaker box, updated every outlet, dedicated circuits for theater, kitchen, garage, surge protection, labels on everything. Christmas morning, whole family gathered. Mom, sister, Roger's 2 kids, his brother. I handed Roger an envelope. Final inspection certificate, before-after photos. Written estimate from another contractor, $42,000. "Your house is up to code. Increased property value by 40 grand. Merry Christmas." He glanced at it, flipped through 3 photos. He turned to everyone and laughed. "Well, look at that. Guess charity cases can afford fancy things now." Picked up a photo. "What'd you do? Steal wire from a job site?" Dead silence. Mom's face went red. Sister froze. Roger's kid stared at plates. His brother looked uncomfortable. Roger kept smiling, waiting for me to defend myself. I pulled out my phone, opened my contractor app, found the permit, tapped. Dispute. Homeowner alleging materials obtained illegally. Removing liability. Requesting county inspection. Submitted. "What are you doing?" His smile faded. "Filing a dispute. Work was done under my license as a gift. But since you're implying I stole materials, I'm required to report fraud and remove liability." "What does that mean?" "All that electrical work is now unpermitted and potentially illegal. County will red tag your house. You can't sell or refinance. You'll need to hire someone to verify everything. 15, 20 grand. Merry Christmas." I stood, grabbed my coat. Mom reached for me. "Honey, wait, I'm done. 6 months, free." And he called me a thief. I walked out for 2 hours. Silence. Then my phone exploded. Texts from his kids, voicemails from mom, his brother calling. I didn't respond. The second I filed, county system flagged his address. Inspector called within an hour. "Someone coming Monday for unpermitted electrical work." Roger panicked. Tried explaining to the county it was a misunderstanding. They said once a contractor disputes their work, mandatory investigation. Legal liability. No exceptions. He started calling. His phone, wife's phone, unknown numbers. 5th call. I picked up. "You're really doing this? Over a joke? 6 months of weekends. Money I could have made elsewhere. You called me a thief in front of my family." "I didn't mean." "You never mean it. But you always say it." He apologized. Said he'd tell everyone he was wrong. Too late. County doesn't care about apologies. "What happens now?" "You hire an electrician to re-inspect everything. Verify it's code compliant. Pay re-inspection fees. 8, 10 grand. Maybe more." I paused. "Next time someone spends 6 months fixing your house for free, don't call them a charity case." Hung up. Blocked the number. Inspector came Monday. Spent 3 hours in the house. Roger had to pay an independent electrician to verify every connection, every outlet, every circuit. Documentation. Photos. Written reports proving the work met code. The county required him to pull new permits retroactively. Pay for expedited inspections because the original work was now flagged. Every room had to be photographed and documented again. His brother called me once. "Look, I get it. He's an ass. But this is expensive. So is my time." Mom tried too. "He's embarrassed. He knows he messed up." "Good. Maybe he'll remember that next time." Roger's wife left me a voicemail. Said I was being petty. That family forgives family. I deleted it without finishing. On New Year's Eve, my sister texted me. "Dad's pissed, but he hasn't made a single joke about your job since Christmas. I think you actually got through to him." I didn't respond. Didn't need to. 2 weeks after Christmas, Roger tried one last time. Sent an email. Long. Explained how hard the holidays were. How the inspection process was humiliating. How his friends kept asking questions. How his own kids were disappointed in him. He didn't apologize for what he said, just for how it came across. I archived it without replying. The final bill came to $8,000 for the independent inspection, plus $1,200 in county fines for the red tag, plus another $800 in expedited permit fees. Maybe he finally learned that the guy keeping the lights on isn't the punchline.